Hey everyone, it's Nicole with Easy Organized Life. Today I want to talk to you about how to pick the right doctor for you. And I just want to point out, if you see a brown blob over there, let's see if I can move over. That is Freddie the cat. He is my coworker. Hopefully he's just taking a nap and he won't cause any chaos. So let's get right into it. Over the 7+ years that I went through my diagnostic process for my various health issues, there were great doctors, okay doctors, doctors that just got the job done, and then there were doctors that almost actively blocked my progress in the diagnostic process. So there are definitely things that I learned on how to determine if that doctor was going to be a good fit for me. I ended up with, I want to say like 5 to 7 various specialties. I have more than one PCP, primary care provider. They both know about each other. It's for very good reasons. Everyone's okay with the whole situation. But that was like a whole journey. So I want to say the first thing that you want to do is ask around. Ask your friends, ask people at work, ask church members. If you are a member of Facebook groups you will get some great answers, and it might direct you into a certain path. Where I live, we have several excellent hospital systems. Really great because there's wonderful doctors in each hospital system. So then you can base that on your health insurance coverage, where they're located, how far do you want to drive? Do you just have a preference to this hospital system or that hospital system? Do you want to see private practice doctors and go that route? We actually have a mixture of everything in our arsenal at this point. Do your research. Once you have a list of doctors that your friends and family have told you about, go ahead and do your research. Go to their web pages. Most of the doctors have videos, reviews. You have to take them with a grain of salt. Obviously, they knew they were going to film this video. They're putting their best foot forward. The reviews online, they're mostly like glowing, but also you might be able to pick up tidbits. You might like the cadence in the way a doctor speaks. You might like the way they present themselves. Sometimes you can just base it off of a picture. Like vibes do count in this situation. So then once you get into an appointment with a doctor, I always treat the first appointment as an interview. The doctors don't know they're being interviewed, but I've been around the block enough times to know that sometimes it's just not a right fit, and that's okay. So there's some key things to remember about when you meet a new doctor. Number one, they are humans. So they are coming in with biases, whether we like it or not. We all have biases towards things. We also have filters. So those biases could be, where did they go to school? Who were their professors? What have they encountered so far? What is their experience in that specific area? Like I have specialty doctors that have also specialized in other areas and have switched. So they actually specialize in more than one area, and they carry that information, that experience into this new specialty. And that's important to know. How busy are they? Are they in a big corporate setting? Are they in a private practice that only takes cash payments? And then I want you to ask them questions that you know the answers to. And I also want you to ask them questions about topics that you know might be a little bit controversial in the medical field. So let me explain. I have a couple of different health conditions, and the one that I'm the most familiar with, I will ask like, hey, I've never actually asked this before, but what causes this? What can I do to help this situation? I have seen both functional medicine doctors and regular MDs for my condition. And what you are looking for, number one, is if they are giving you the right information based on your research. Do they align with what you believe about your symptoms? And then how are they explaining those answers to you? Are they taking their time? Are they explaining it in a manner that is not condescending? Do they like there was one doctor that flat out didn't believe one of my conditions, which was diagnosed and in my chart, just didn't believe that it was a thing and that it could be treated. So you want to take that information, because when you need to ask them a genuine question that you don't know the answer to, you want to know if you can trust them or not. Were they respectful? Were they citing studies? Were they open to ideas, whether they agree with them or not? A good doctor, or a good fit for me, I should say, there are doctors that might not necessarily either agree with the treatment working. They might think taking that supplement is a waste of time. They might think a different path is better, but they are still supporting you in your decisions. But also they are respecting their boundaries and their education, and they're providing you with that. So a good doctor will respectfully give you the information, tell you where you can find it, like specific studies, and you can ask them that as well. You can say, hey, I would love to read the studies on this topic so that I'm better educated on that. Where can you find that information? A good fit for me would be a doctor that said, oh yeah, go ahead to this website, or these are the top 3 medically reviewed journals or peer-to-peer journals that I respect, or this study is the one you want to look at. Sometimes it's over my head. Sometimes I can go find it, read it, and understand it. And sometimes I'm just asking to see if they have actually researched it, or are they basing their opinion on what they've heard other people say? Because remember, they're human, right? They have busy days, they have bad days, they're susceptible to everything that we are as well. And that is just something, it's not something to be disrespectful towards, it's just something to understand and work with, fold into how you are finding the right pick for you. So then there's the actual visit, going over why you are there, what treatments you are hoping to find, what problems you are addressing. Sometimes you run into a situation where it was just a horrible fit. That happened to me with one of the best doctors that I've actually encountered, and the one that was able to find the missing link to everything that I was dealing with. The first meeting was horrible. I remember telling one of my friends, oh my gosh, this is a disaster. I really want to get into this hospital system. But like, this encounter was horrible. And because I wanted to get into that hospital system so badly, I did go ahead and make another appointment with this doctor. And once I started to really understand how did her brain work, how was she attacking these appointments, I actually ended up really liking her and liking the way that she communicated once I understood the way she communicated and understood that her brain was working really fast and it wasn't being condescending. Her brain just works really fast. She ended up finding the missing piece to my health issues, which now caused me to be able to make videos and help other people go through this process. And I now recommend her to anyone that wants to go into this hospital system that I'm in. And so that's the other part of this, is give your doctor a second chance, remembering that they are humans, remembering that everybody has their own way of thinking, their own way of communicating, and then deciding if that's something that you can work with or not. So just to recap, we're going to ask around to friends and family. We're going to ask in online groups. We are going to do our research online at the actual doctor office's website, look at reviews. Then you are going to ask them questions that you already know the answers to see how they treat that topic. Are they being respectful? Are they giving you the proper information? Are they blowing you off? Are they taking the time to educate you on this? Are they open to more than one way to treat symptoms, diagnosis? How do they get to those diagnoses? And then also give them another chance if the first meeting is a disaster, because you just never know how it could work out in the end. Well, I hope that helps. Have a great day, and let me know what your secret weapon is to find the right doctor for you. Until next time.